Hello everybody, I'm TranquElliyo, and let's continue playing Pokemon White's post-game. In the last part, we explored Abyssal Ruins completely, and sold all the treasure for lots of money. In this part, we're gonna head north, and go on to Route 13, to our next town destination. So let us do so. First, put a plant down the machine, just in case there's any hidden items around. Well, obviously there's going to be eventually, but around here at least. Anyway, first trainer, a Socialite or something. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, Socialite. She has a Cricketer, a Bug type from Generation 4, level 64. And a Chimico, a Psychic type from Generation 3, level 64. She can't make any shocking buttons, she didn't have any electric types. Yeah, anyways. And we've got a gentleman here too. Just to make the pair. He has a Farfetch'd, a pretty pathetic normal and flying type from Generation 1. And a Gramble, a Generation 2 normal type, level 64, of Intimidate. Again, he tried to make some type puns as well by saying Absorb, but it failed, because I didn't use Absorb, neither did he. Anyway, there's some twins here. And between them they have a Plistle and a Minun, two electric types from Generation 3, level 64. You can just use an Earthquake if you've got a flying type out with it. And you can sort them out pretty quickly. Alright then, so does she back up? So, there's the cut tree. Yes, I would like to cut. I taught the word cut for the moment. I mean, it's not obviously going to keep cut, but still. And here's an Electrizer, which, when held by an Electabuzz and traded, evolves Electabuzz into Electivire, which I personally quite like. It's one of my favourite electric types. Alright, super power back up, because we got some grass to be going across. Alright, and we got boulders to push. We're just doing everything today, aren't we? We cut trees, we're crossing grass, we're shifting rocks, and soon we could be surfing. And we got TM29 Psychic, a very, very useful Psychic type move. 90 power and 100 accuracy, and there's a shaking bush up there, and I don't care. I don't care about it. Anyways, I remember down here there's an awful lot of hidden items in the beach. There's one. Stardust. More money to be sold in Icarus. You don't sell money, you gain money. By selling things. Pearl again, to be sold in Icarus City, and more Stardust. Joy. And there's also a black belt to be fought. Does he have a super rich and expensive suit? I don't think so. He has a Sork, level 65. And a Hitmonlee, a fighting type from Generation 1, level 65. Alright, dodging machine back up, because we're heading back towards this way. But before we do, as you can see, there's an island just up there at the top of the screen, so let's go over there and collect a couple of rather good items. Repel, even though I don't think it's going to matter in this thick grass. Jeez. Red candy. Well, it turns out switching Pokemon failed to a higher level. Well, it's not doing me any good at all. Nothing works. But we got the Max Revive anyways. Jeez, we got a load of Max Revives now. Something like 10 maybe? Crazy stuff. And a DeepSeaScale here, which increases the, I think, special defense of a Pokemon called Clampo, a water type from Generation 3. And when traded with it held, it evolves it into the Clampo into Gorobus. Anyway, we've got more trainers to deal with, like this fisherman with a feedback from water type from Generation 3, level 63. A Remoraid, a Generation 2 water type from level 63. And Kingler, a Generation 1 water type, level 63. Okay, and that's about it on this side of the water, on this side of the surf. Is that even a saying? No, it's not. Okay. I didn't want to jump back on this island. Just surfing animation takes so long to start up. Okay, right, back onto the beach, and we're gonna start off around about where we were, back towards those steps, and we've got another fisherman, Joy. He has a Krabby, the pre-evolution of Kingler, level 64. An Octillery, a Generation 2 water type, the evolution of Remoraid, level 64. And that'd be it. And with that done, remember that parasol lady for later. She doesn't fight you, but this one does. Parasol want her to have a battle with me. How does that follow on? Non sequitur. Anyway, she has a Surskit, a bug and water type from Generation 3, level 63. And Scrappy wants to learn Focus Punch, a very powerful fighting move, but it always goes last, and if you get hit before it launches, then it fails, so I don't think it's reliable enough to have it. Goldeen, a Generation 1 water type, level 63. And a Sea King, the evolution of Goldeen, level 63. Nah, a parasol that could block move would be Protect. Ugh. Seriously, hate to Protect and Detect. A couple of my least favourite moves. Bleh. Alright, we got something stuck in the wall. It's a hard scale! Joy. Like I didn't see that coming. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna be avoiding some battles from... Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll go to the house first then. We're gonna be avoiding a lot of battles from here. Because we're a little optional area. Starting with this guy in this house, and he'll give you outstanding moves, ultimate moves. He'll teach you what is known as the Elemental Hyper Beams. Frenzy Plant is Grass type. Fire type, I've forgotten it is. And Water type is Hydro Cannon, I think. And only the starters can learn them. The final evolutions of the starters. And again, it's like Hyper Beam, so it takes a turn to charge afterwards, so I don't find them particularly useful at all. It's better just to use something like Surf twice. Anyway, you can talk to this guy, and he'll give you an assortment of treasure once a day, and you can talk to him every day, and he'll give you something special, and I'll include a list of those items that he could potentially give you in the description. Onwards, way out of your way here, on the beach, there's something very valuable, a pearl string. More items that they can sell in Icarus City, but the pearl string sells for a very lot of money. And here we have dude, stop moving. Dive around the scene on Delatown. He doesn't know how to use it. You have it if you like. Yes, this is the guy who's been holding the plate, the last two plates. The Splash Plate, which powers up Water type moves, and the Drago Plate, which powers up Dragon type moves. Yeah, he explored the sunken caverns before us, which makes me think, where were those plates that, before he found them? Anyways, I will see you back at the other house. And one quick surf later, here we are back in the mainland, and remember when I talked about Magikarp back on Wonder Bridge? It's pretty pathetic, but keep that in mind while facing this guy. He has 6 Pokemon, guess what they are? Give you a hint. 2, 3... Mommy, the game won't allow me to count higher than 3. 4, 5, 6, Magikarp. Water types in Generation 1. Pathetic. I'm so overwhelmed I cannot speak either. Jeez, this guy is so pathetic. I hate these people who just have 6 Magikarps. That old man, also remember him. This fisherman, though... Nah, he's not worth remembering. Well, he's got Pokemon, so let's beat him. He has a Tentacool, a Generation 1 Water and Poison type. A Quillfish, a Generation 2 Water and Poison type. And a Tentacool, the evolution of Tentacool, level 63. Alright, we've... actually, wait. Alright, we're prepared now. Silly. Well. Apparently I'm not prepared, again, because I've not put my Super Repel up. Oh wow, we've got a lot of stuff here. I better move the Super Repel up. Okay. A couple of burps there, jeez. We've got a youngster here and he's just... Dude, talk to me. It's like that veteran from before, jeez. Yeah, will you fight me? It's okay, but are you strong? Oh, yeah. Or am I? Anyway, he has a Nakada, a Bug and Ground type from Generation 3. A Muffin, a Bug and Flying type from Generation 4. And a Metapod, a Bug type from Generation 1, level 63. I sounded disappointed about that Metapod because normally all I know are Harden. It's crazy. Anyway, this girl here and the Wingull. The Wingull's dropped his mail. So we gotta go find it for him. First here, Razor Claw, which increases the critical hit ratio when held, and here's the first of those mail packages, Gram 2. I don't know why they're called Grams. From my point of view, oh, look, 'tis feeling of logic. Beautiful battle is awful. But battles aren't awful. I'm silly. Artist Zack here has one Pokemon that's a Camerupt, a Fire and Ground type. Level 65, it's the evolution of Numel. So practically this guy is about as weak as that backpacker we saw back on Route 14, was it? Who just had a Numel. But at least this one's evolved, jeez. But it still can't stand up to a Surf. Yeah. Alright, now for some gram searching. Now remember those 2 people that I told you to take note of before? Well, those are the 2 people that have the other 2 grams. Excuse me. Could this be able to fill in my head right now? Here, give this to Wingull. Give this to Wingull. It sounds like Professor Oak. Yes. Gram 1 there. And the Paracel lady. The 7 one that is just here. What a letter I mailed fall from the sky. I got it. Dropped it, silly Wingull. Tell him not to drop it this time. And there's all 3 grams, so I guess I'll see you back by that girl in the Wingull. One quick trek later, and here we are. Could this be a gram? Let's show it to Wingull. Reek! We got them all. Note. Reek, reek! Don't know if a Wingull should sound like that, but... Oh, Wingull flew away looking happy. Oh, something's on the ground. TM-89 U-turn, a bug-type move. It's fairly powerful, but it forces you to switch out after you use it, so... Yeah, it has its uses, but not particularly my kind of move. Like Volt Switch. Cut here, and we have a Max Ether. And the last trainer on the route. A lass, it seems. A travelling trainer, let's paddle for fun. That's a thing, the trainers in this game never really travel, they just run around or stay still on the same route. Anyway, Les Faye has Baneri, a normal type from Generation 4, plus 3. You know what, this is the last battle of the route, so I think I'll show this, because I have a feeling with all the battles I'm going to be editing out, this is going to be really a short video. Why the hell did that Baneri just kill itself? It used Healing Wish, but I'm not even quite sure what a move does or what it's supposed to do. I assume it heals the Pokemon that's coming in next by killing itself. However, that works anyway. Snubbull, the pre-evolution of Gramble, Generation 2, not particularly all that threatening at all, and a Shroomish, a grass type from Generation 3, level 63. Well, nothing really posed a threat. This is especially that Baneri that killed itself. Is it already over? No! So, there's the last train of the route. Over to the left there is the next town, but was still... one last thing I've got to do before I end this part off. Jeez, just so many burps. You probably can't hear them, but they are internal. Anyways, surf around here. There's a little nook and cranny you might not notice. Oh, and a little item here. Prism scale involving Feebas into Milotic when traded. We already got one of those, but there's another one. Up there is the area we're going to be visiting next, which is a little side dungeon of sorts. And there's the strength for a shortcut, which will take us there later. Whenever you want. And here is Lacunosa Town. And from here I leave you, so see you next time when we'll explore that very mini dungeon. See you then.